Hi.
No,
Hello. How are you today?
what about you? What's your name?
My name is Sarah. What's your name?
Right.
Ahmed?
My name is Ahmed. I'm from Iraq. I'm English teacher.
Ah,
Well, yes.
uh-huh.
I think we have a session with you before.
If we do, I'm not sure. I've had over 300 students at this point, so sometimes I forget faces. But I don't recall having class with someone
Okay,
from
but
Iraq before. So
uh,
maybe we
did
did,
you
but if we did,
receive
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
the session from Iraq or this first session from Iraq?
This is my first class with someone from Iraq. Yeah.
Okay.
That's really
Uh,
cool. I know very little about your country. What's it
uh,
like
yes.
for people who live
Uh,
there?
people interesting in Arabic language and not interesting in English language. But these
Uh-huh.
days, people speak in English to learn English these days. Uh,
Uh-huh.
yes. Let me ask you about are you tutor or just native speaker, first of all?
Uh, so I am an English teacher.
Oh,
So I
nice.
have
Welcome to
about
you.
10 years of experience. Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
But so I
Uh,
have about 10 years of experience, but
mm,
I work on here as a tutor. Yeah.
mm. How long have you been teaching in Cambly?
Only about 4 months. Not quite 4 months on
Oh,
Cambly. Uh-huh.
okay. Okay. You from the USA?
No, I am from Bolivia,
Huh.
but my parents are
Bolivia?
Americans. Uh-huh.
Ah.
So I
You can
look,
say American Bolivian?
yeah,
American Bolivian
I hold,
citizen? Okay.
uh-huh, I hold both citizenships. So I am
Okay, okay.
Americana Boliviana.
Congrat
Soy las dos. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm
Congratulations.
both. Thank you.
Okay.
But
Let me
I
ask
live
you.
in both.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, you
Oh,
live
sorry.
in Bolivia?
I live in Bolivia. Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite country, Bolivia or the USA?
Oh, Bolivia, definitely. Yeah.
What about USA? Because you have American
Uh,
citizenship.
I don't like the culture. Um,
Mm.
I
Ah.
don't like that America doesn't value the family. And
Mhm.
I deeply
Mm.
value my family. And I feel that I
Mm.
have two daughters and I'm raising them here in Bolivian culture because I just feel that it's healthier. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's
Okay.
not for me.
Uh, it's okay. It depends on what you want. Sometimes,
Yeah,
yes. It depends what you suits you.
exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
for me, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Bolivia, to me, it feels like home. So I enjoy living here. So yeah, I could live in the US, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Are you born in Bolivia or the USA?
Hmm.
You
Born in
told me.
Bolivia.
Bolivia.
Yeah.
And but your parents live in Bolivia and born in Bolivia?
They are Americans who were born in America. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
they moved to Bolivia before I was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we start the sessions with how to
Uh-huh.
improve my English language? My name is Ahmed. I'm from Mesopotamia. Do you know Mesopotamia?
Unfortunately, no, I don't.
The second name for the Iraq.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this and old name for Iraq.
Hmm.
It's the old civilization in the world,
Okay.
Mesopotamia. And I'm English in primary school. I'm the teach primary school English language and a
Hmm.
YouTuber. I'm YouTuber. I sometimes to post my video or when I make some video about the vocabularies or sessions with it on YouTube. I look for about the way to improve my English language. You know, I live in Arabic country that I speak Arabic, and
Hmm.
I interesting to improve my my English like native speaker, but sometimes it's difficult. You know that, and you know that it's difficult to learn the second language, and you live the different culture, different tradition, different language. How can
Yes.
I post my or motivate you myself? And is there a magic way, faster way to improve my language during
uh,
during the technology, during the IA? Go ahead.
uh-huh. Well, sadly, there is no magic because if there was magic,
Mm,
I would do it too. I I'm trying to learn Korean, so I understand your struggle. That this is
mm,
not a Korean country, no one speaks it here, but
yes.
I want to learn anyway. So the best thing you can do, this is what I recommend to all of my students, is um, because you don't have English speakers available to you, then you have to make your home or your office an English space, which I'm sure you're probably already doing, but with constant listening, reading, speaking, I really encourage people to get ebooks or maybe a book you already own in English, and then listen to the audiobook as you read the physical book. Put it on a slow setting and then read the book out loud. The more of our physical bodies that we can get involved in the learning process, the deeper our brains absorb that new information. And so when you have, I'm reading in English out loud and with my eyes, and I'm hearing it with my ears, and even if you're walking on the treadmill.
In that way, we training our brain to receive the language step by step,
Mhm.
and after
Yeah,
that practice.
yeah. Because when you speak English with native speakers, it isn't just that your ears are hearing, right? It's a
Mm.
very immersive experience. All of your senses are involved. And then there's also the cultural aspect. If I were to invite you into my home, I would have you sit on my couch and I might bring you a cup of coffee. Those are all part of learning English because culture and language are inextricably bound to one another. So I'm movies in English, books in English, podcasts are fantastic. Just inundate your senses with as much English as you can. Um, so podcasts are really good because they're long form conversations like you would have with a friend. And so you can listen to a podcast about literally any topic and even pretend that you're part of it, pause it and give your answer. What would you say if you were part of this conversation? You can kind of role play English conversation because you don't have it available to you. So you kind of have to fake it till you make it a little bit. There is no magic. It's just a lot of hard work. And the nice thing about Cambly is that you get to
Uh,
have conversations, but
okay.
yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
exciting.
I'm sorry. I have a briefly time or shortly time to speak with you.
Uh-huh.
Uh, right now you speak. Right now you learning Korean language. That's good. Good idea. I want to give me your advice with this way to learn Korean. Sometimes
Mm.
to be same steps different the object. You learn Korean, I learn English. Can you
Yes.
give me the specific way to specific steps and
Well,
to how to change your life to that language you want to learn.
yeah.
I think if I'm a doctor, make short way for this learn any language. Should to uh, put the Wi-Fi in our plane and to download any language we want to learn without any learning. That's
Yeah.
struggle to struggling to learn. Yes, go ahead.
Well, as for my Korean, I am at the very beginning. I can't even say a full sentence yet. I'm still mostly learning sounds. So I'm at the very, very beginning of learning Korean. Uh, for me, my motivation is very important. So my motivation for learning Korean is because I have a family member who is Korean that I can't speak to in English. So I'm learning Korean to speak with her specifically. So whatever your goal is with your English, you could also try to keep that front and center as a good motivation, whether it's a high paying job or being more effective as a teacher, or what is the thing that's driving you to do the hard work of learning a language. Because there's no magic to language learning. A lot of hard work, a lot of mistakes.
Uh,
It took me 30 years to learn Spanish, and I still
mm.
make mistakes all the time. Um,
Absolutely. Mistake is not to go. You can do that. It's okay. At the end, we are human, so should make the mistakes. Okay. Which is do you think it's faster and useful to listen the stories and listen to the watch the films, or record yourself, or save the expressions or sentences? Sometimes there's uh, our brain it's complex. It's
mhm,
difficult to understand something. Need to listen to this expressions, or uh,
mhm,
practice with this language, or need to
mhm.
listen. Which way do you think it's to
Uh,
deal with this language? Do you think it's serious, or film it's useful to help us to remember the vocabularies and expressions and sentences immediately and fastest?
uh, I think the most important thing is not to prepare yourself to talk, but to just
Mm,
talk. And like a baby learns to walk by walking, we learn to talk by talking. The vocabulary will come, the
mm,
phrases will come. Uh, so it's like when I learned Spanish, I had to just jump into the middle of it and make all the mistakes and then get going. I think a lot of times as language learners, we want to prepare and then go, but you really just have to go with speaking, and those things will come to you. When you watch TV, vocabulary comes. When you read books, vocabulary comes. But with speaking comes confidence, and then that brings everything together. So don't wait to be ready, just go. Like just do the speaking, and just make the mistakes, and all of these things will help, but you don't need them first. So you have to be
mm.
fearless.
Uh, how long take the time to learn any language, or learn English? Do you think 6 months with Campbell it's enough to be perfect
No,
to interchange
no.
the questions and vocabulary and all the parts of language?
Honestly, every person is different. My brother
Mm,
can learn a language in 2 weeks. He is gifted. He can learn a language so fast, like a computer. Um, for me, I am a very slow learner. It has taken me 10 years to be a professional in Spanish. Uh, so hard work is good and important and will make it faster, but you also have to think of yourself as a baby. Your English is a baby. Babies take time to grow. So you do need to have a little bit of patience with yourself. Hard work will help, but patience more than anything. Your brain is literally growing and changing to learn a new language,
okay.
and
Do you
it
have
won't go fast.
website? Do you have website to improve my English language?
I don't. I only teach on Cambly, and I don't really have any
Mm,
other recommendations other than
mm.
just podcasts. YouTube is full of podcasts.
Okay, the time up.
Yeah.
What